Don't slow down, I don't stay still. This feeling moves my feet. Every sound is pulling me into something new. I used to wait for quieter days to let myself begin, but now this voice is running fast and pulling me in. I don't hold it in anymore, I let it move. So I run with this voice through the open sky. Every note is lifting me as I fly. I don't fade, I don't fall, I don't lose myself at all. I run with this voice and it carries me. Every doubt that tried to stop me is falling behind. I don't need a perfect line, I just need this sound. This is not a borrowed fire, this is truly mine. Every breath is pushing me forward now. I don't wait for solid ground, I already move. So I run with this voice into shaking light. Every word is burning clear inside. I don't hide, I don't stall, I don't disappear at all. I run with this voice, this is mine. If this is what it means to live, let me I run with this voice to the edge of the sky. Not to scream, not to fight, just to rise. Every fear left below, every doubt let go. I run with this voice, this is my I keep my breath low in the quiet room, like the walls might hear the truth. Every word is shaking inside, but I let them stay tonight. I've been holding on to echoes of things I never said, tracing cracks along the ceiling, lying wide awake in bed. My heart keeps knocking softly, like it's scared to be loud. There's a fire in my chest, but I don't let it out. I don't know if I'm ready, I still afraid. I won't deny, but I'm done asking. What if I? Said your name tonight, but the sound stayed in my throat, like a wave that never breaks, like a letter I never wrote. I practice conversations in the dark before I sleep. Every version feels too heavy, every promise feels too deep. I trace the outline of the moment where the truth was close enough, but I let it pass me by, pretending almost was enough. If I move one step closer, everything might change. So I stay inside this distance where it's safe but feels the same. There's a shape to almost say it, and a space between my heart and sound. I can feel the words still breathing, even when they don't come out. I'm not lying, I'm just waiting for the courage I haven't found. There's a shape to almost saying it, and I'm standing in it now. I watch the night lean on the city like it knows how this will go. Every light keeps asking questions, I'm still scared to let them know. I tell myself not yet again, like time is on my side. But every silence leaves a mark I can't keep hidden inside. If I cross this thin line, I can't turn back the same. But staying here is slowly teaching me regret has weight. There's a shape to almost saying it, hanging in the air between what I feel and what I show you, and the person I could be. I'm not broken, I'm just learning how to let my voice be found. There's a shape to almost saying it, and I'm closer now. didn't say it perfectly, but I finally said it. How long I was holding my breath until the quiet finally let me rest. I used to count the seconds between the hurt and hope, like if I named the feeling I could somehow cope. I kept my shoulders tightened like armor in the dark, but even steel gets tired of carrying that mark. And then a morning came that didn't ask me to run, just a small light on the curtain and the weight fell less than one. I learned to breathe again, slowly like the sky forgives, not because the pain is gone, but because my heart still lives. I let the air come in where the fear used to stay. I learned to breathe again, and I'm here today. I used to hear my thoughts like storms inside a room. Now they sound like distant rain that passes through. I don't need to be perfect, I don't need to be brave. I just need a gentle place to finally feel safe. And if the night returns, I'll know it doesn't mean the end. I'll hold a little silence like a quiet kind of friend. I learned to breathe again, slowly like the sea repeats. Every wave that meets the shore still remembers how to leave. I let the air come in where the fear used to stay. I learned to breathe again, and I'm here today. Even if I shake tomorrow, even if I lose my way, I can always find this moment where I choose to stay. I learned to breathe again, not loudly, not to prove, just enough to feel my steps, just enough to move. I let the air come in where the fear used to stay. I learned to breathe again, and I'll keep it that way. I'll keep it that way. If my voice goes quiet, it's not because I gave up, it's because I'm breathing. I used to stop before the line, before the world could see. But something in my chest tonight is pulling me. I've been living in the maybe, like it's safer than the truth. Holding on to half a promise, like it's all that I can prove. I kept my feet on quiet ground so I wouldn't have to fall. But the silence is a ceiling, and I'm tired of it all. If that don't turn back. Even if the road is cracked, even if my voice is thin, I'm walking through the wind. I don't need to win the night, I just need to choose the light. One more step and then I'm free from who I used to be. I've been scared of every ending, so I never let things start. But a door that stays unopened still becomes another scar. The city moves around me like it knows where it belongs, and I'm done being a shadow in the middle of my song. If I'm shaking, let me shake. That just means I'm still alive. Every fear I've carried is the proof that I survived. These are steps that don't turn back. Even if the sky turns black, even if my hands still fail, I'm holding to the rail. I don't need a louder scream, I just need a clearer dream. One more step and then I'm free from who I used to be. I'm not asking to be fearless, I'm just asking not to hide. If my voice can keep on moving, I can make it to the other side. So I won't turn back. One more step back. These are steps that don't turn back. Now the fear is at my back. Every breath becomes a spark, every word becomes my heart. I don't need to own the night, I just need to stay in light. One more step and I believe in who I'm meant to be. One more step and I'm here. I don't know how to be brave, but I know how to move. My hands are cold, my throat is tight, like I'm standing on the edge. I've been rewriting yesterday, so I don't have to feel regret. I keep my voice behind my teeth, like it's dangerous to show. But every time I swallow words, they grow heavier to hold. And I'm tired of the someday, tired of the not yet. If my heart is pounding this loud, maybe this is what I get. Even if I'm still afraid, even if my knees don't take another step, I will run into the wave. If my voice is small tonight, I will raise it to the light. Even if I'm still afraid, I won't hide it away. If I break, let it be forward, not inside this quiet room. If I cry, let it be honest, let it bloom. I'm still afraid, but I'm here. I'm still afraid, but I'm Even if I'm still afraid, I will set this dark on flame. I will shout into the wind till it finally learns my name. If my voice is small tonight, now it's burning through the light. Even if I'm still afraid, I won't hide it away. Even if I'm still afraid, I'm not turning back. The city never waits. It keeps talking over me. Every sound is overlapping, like it's fighting for control. Neon voices, passing faces, all pretending they're whole. I walk through crowds like static, like I'm slightly out of tune. Every word is coming at me way too fast, way too soon. I try to catch my reflection in a window passing by, but it blurs into the motion every time I ask it why. I'm standing between the noise and me, trying to hear what I believe. Every echo pulls me apart, but I'm learning how to guard my heart. If I slow the world down just enough, I can feel what's real, not rough. I'm standing between the noise and me, and I'm starting to breathe. I've been talking without speaking. I've been moving without rest. Every step is just reacting, never choosing what's next. The rhythm keeps on pushing like it knows where I should go, but my voice gets lost inside it if I let it take control. I don't need to out everything, I don't need to drown it out. I just need a single moment where I can hear myself now. I'm standing between the noise and me, trying to hear what I believe. I choose this voice as mine. I don't need the world to slow, I just need to let it go. I'm standing between the noise and me, and I'm finally free. The city keeps talking, but I'm listening now. I never used, still waiting in the air. I lined them up inside my head, so careful, so precise. But when the moment opened up, I chose to stay quiet. I thought that silence would be kinder, I thought it would protect. But every word I didn't say is something I regret. I kept them folded in my chest, like letters without names, afraid if I released them they would never be the same. These are the words I left behind, hanging in another time. Not because I didn't care, but because I was scared. Every truth I couldn't give still knows the way I live. These are the words I left behind, but they're still mine. I hear them when the night is calm, when the world slows down. Almost every chance still follows me around. I see your shadow in the glass of places we once stood. I wonder if you ever felt the things I wish I could. I don't know if it's too late or if time still understands, but these words keep reaching out like they want my hands. These are the words I left behind, hidden in the back of my mind. Not because they weren't true, but because I was afraid of you. Every breath I couldn't say still takes a part of me away. These are the words I left behind, but they're still mine. But they're still mine. If I said them now, would they still belong, or would they fall apart for waiting this long? I don't need to say them perfectly, I just need to let them breathe. Not to change the past I knew, but to finally be true. Every truth lights were shaking, like they knew my name. I've been good at turning corners when the truth comes into view. Every time the moment sharpened, I pretended I was new. But that night the air was different, like it wouldn't let me hide. Every sound kept asking questions I couldn't push aside. I felt my pulse in every second, felt the weight of what was real. And for the first time in forever, I decided how to feel. It was the night I didn't look away. When the fear came out to play, I let it stand right in my side. I didn't run, I didn't pray. Every doubt was burning bright, but I stayed there in the light. It was the night I didn't look away, and it changed me. This is the edge, I can feel it. Every step is counting seconds, like the ground might fall away. I keep asking for direction, but the night won't say. My thoughts are circling the moment where I choose or stay the same. Every breath is getting louder, calling out my name. I've been standing on this question for longer than I know. If I don't move now, I'll never go. If this is the edge, let me see below. Let me feel how far I can go. I don't want a safer life, I want the truth alive. If this is the edge, I won't pretend. I won't look for ground again. Even if the dark is deep, I choose the lead. The air is thin with hesitation, like the world is holding still. Every fear I've been avoiding bends to my will. I hear my heart against the silence, like a drum without a beat. Every doubt is asking questions I refuse to repeat. I don't need another warning, I don't need to feel secure. If I stay inside this moment, nothing changes anymore. If this is the edge, let me see below. Let me feel how far I can go. I don't wanna borrow light, I want my own tonight. If this is the edge, I won't turn back. Even if my hands still crack, even if my voice is weak, I choose the lead. If I fall, let it be forward. If I break, let it be real. I've been ready longer than I knew. If this is the edge, I step into air. I stop pretending I'm not scared. Every fear I try to keep falls beneath my feet. If this is the edge, this is my sign. I was never meant to stand in line. Even if the night is deep, I choose the lead. If this is the edge, I'm ready. I feel it before it happens. There's a crack in every second, like the air is stretched too thin. Every smile feels temporary, every breath pulls me in. I keep hearing my name whispered from a place I can't define. Like the moment's getting closer every time I close my eyes. I've been holding all this pressure like it's safer in my hands, but the truth keeps pushing harder than I planned. Something is about to break. I can feel it in my veins. Every fear I try to tame is shaking loose again. I don't know which way it bends, but I know it won't pretend. Something is about to break, and I won't look away. The city holds its breath with me, like it knows what's coming next. Every step is leaning forward, every thought is second guessed. I try to keep it underwater, try to name it, try to wait, but the closer I get to silence, the louder it vibrates. I don't need another reason, I don't need to feel okay. If it's breaking anyway, let it stay. Something is about to break. I can hear it in the sound of my heartbeat hitting harder every time the lights go down. I don't know how far it bends, but I know this is the end of pretending I'm not changed. Something is about to break. If I stop it now, I lose myself. If I let it go, I'll find out who I am. I've been ready longer than I knew. Something is about to break. Now it's closer than before. Every wall I built inside is shaking to the core. If this moment splits me wide, I will step into the light. Something is about to break, and I'll let it. I don't hold it anymore. Night air, clean light, I breathe in the afterglow. One more step, one more line, I let the heartbeat show. I was walking with a weight I never named. Quiet storms in my chest calling out my blame. City lights were a blur like a far-off sea, but the road kept whispering, come back to me. I've been good at smiling while I'm breaking inside, good at saying I'm fine with a shake I can't hide. But tonight the sky is clear and my lungs feel new, like the world is wide enough to carry me through. If I fall smoke. There were nights I begged the ceiling just to give me one small hope. Now I see it. Even fear can be a doorway. Even tears can be a river, leading me to a brighter place. Take my voice, take my scars, turn them into guiding stars. I won't dim, I won't drown, I will light this whole town. I run into the open where the stars don't judge, where the pain turns to color, where the dark can't touch. Hear my voice go higher, feel it shake the sky. Emo rock explosion, and I'm asking why not us? I'm done, I'm not gone, I'm alive, I'm alive. Skywide afterglow, watch my heart revive. I run into tomorrow with the wind in my chest, with the chords like a sunrise, with the night laid to rest. If the world tries to pull me, I will still ignite. Emo rock explosion, but it's made of light. I'm not dead, I'm not gone, I'm alive, I'm alive. Skywide afterglow, watch my heart revive. Whoa, this is my afterglow. I'm learning how to glow. This is my afterglow. I'm learning how to glow. Everything is quiet, but nothing feels still. I'm standing on a second that refuses to move on, like the world is holding space for a choice not yet gone. Every sound feels unfinished, every breath feels delayed, like the answer's in the air, but it hasn't learned my name. I can feel my heart preparing for a moment I can't see. Every part of me is asking who I'm about to be. This is the moment before the leap, where the ground still knows my feet. I haven't fallen, I disappear. If I move before I'm ready, I become who I fear. Just need a start. This is the moment before the leap, and I'm done with staying weak. Even if I don't know where I land, I choose the open air. Every fear begins to fade when I stop being afraid. This is the moment before the leap, and I'm ready. The fall hasn't happened yet. I don't have to be fearless, I just have to move. I've been staring at the shadow of the things I couldn't say, letting every hesitation tell me I should wait. But the ground beneath my feet is already giving way, and the voice I try to silence isn't quiet anymore. I've been holding on to reasons why I shouldn't try, but every one of them is fading every time I breathe in light. I'm gonna run past the fear, run past the doubt, every voice that told me I should count myself out. I'm gonna run past the fear till it's out of sight. I don't need to know the ending, just the direction of the light. I've been walking in the question like it was my only home, but the answer's in the motion, not the place I stand alone. Every scar is telling stories of the nights I didn't fall, and I'm done with staying careful when I want it all. I don't need a perfect reason, I don't need a sign. If my heart keeps beating faster, I'll take that as mine. I'm gonna run past the fear, run past the noise, run straight into the sound of my own voice. I'm gonna run past the fear, through the fire, through the night. Every step is getting closer to the life I choose to fight for. I'm not running from the dark, I'm running toward myself. I've waited long I'm gonna run past the fear now, it's falling behind. Every doubt is losing ground, every step is mine. I'm gonna run past the fear with my hands open wide. I don't need I tried to hold it together, like silence could save me. I've been carrying every word I never let escape, stacking them inside